When you go to tidy your hair and it just ends up all over the place. Hello. I am back on deck. Last weekend I was suffering from migraines and cluster headaches and was in a fog for most of the weekend. That doesn't happen very often, but yeah, so I just was not up to doing any live streams. But it is lovely to be back on deck. You might notice I got a haircut. and yeah, so there's been lots going on this week with movement with Donald Trump and Jack Smith. Um, he's not chasing his tail. He jumped on Donald Trump's tail and it's holding on to it. It is interesting. With the property manager from Mar-a-Lago being included in a superseding indictment. Um, it's very interesting. Hi, Mimi Rose. How are you? Hi, Linda B. I haven't seen you for a while, Linda. It's lovely to see you back. Hi, Sherry French. Thank you. I was in a pretty shocking state last week, but when I get hit with these headaches, the headaches might last a day or so, but the after effects can last for a couple of days as well. So, yeah, I was in a painful fog for most of the weekend. So it's lovely to be back. Hi, Anna Macedo. How are you? So I am back on deck. I have a coffee here. Hubby is here today. He does, as always, extend his best wishes. He's normal Saturday get together. Well, the other person is out of town at the moment, so we're spending a little bit more time together. Oh, thank you very much. I actually went home from work early last Thursday, not this past week, but on the Thursday because that's when the headache hit, and my poor manager I think he thought I was going to throw up on him. So I was sort of home by midday that day and slept like for hours that afternoon. I managed to work through Friday because I normally work from home on Fridays. And then just Saturday, I was like, no, I cannot do anything this weekend. And I just spent Saturday and Sunday in a fog. But I am a lot better. And thank you for all the well wishes and the emails I've received. They are appreciated. Yeah, so like I said, a bright, colourful picture. I'm back on deck. I also have, and I'm going to do single card readings for people today. I picked up this wonderful deck with the Daily Tarot, and each card has an affirmation on it. And it's just one. I was going through it. I picked it up last week, but I haven't when I got my haircut. But I haven't had a chance to go through it till this morning. And I was going through it because I always get my new decks and I go through and I separate them and all that. And I read every single affirmation. It so lifted my spirits. So today we're going to do some single card readings using the Daily Tarot. Okay, it is a wonderful deck, absolutely wonderful. That's the way I tune into my new decks is I go through and I sort them into 4 piles, going through each card, looking at each card as I do it. If there's any affirmations on them or things, I read them. And that is the way I tune in with the deck so that I touch every individual card. Yeah. So how about thank you very much. It was lovely to get a haircut. I didn't get a haircut for 6 months because they're expensive. They are expensive. And I, flew over to see my mum. And airfares are expensive too. So I'd rather not get a haircut for a few months and put that money towards an airfare. So, yeah. It was lovely to see my mum, absolutely lovely. and I had a glorious time. And it was lovely to get together with my sisters. I spent a few days with one, and it was just really, really good. It was a lovely recharge, it gave me some space to get my head on straight about just how I wanted to do things, how I was approaching things and stuff. And it was a great time. Yeah. So, how about I do a general reading for this coming week? Just a general reading. What does Spirit want us to know about the coming week? And I thought for this one, I would use another deck that I've picked up and have gone through called the Human Spirit Oracle. Learning to Reconnect. It is by Jenna Delagragia. Again, I have gone through this deck and it is wonderful. I also have another wonderful deck. One thing I absolutely love, and it's is kawaii, which is, I understand kawaii is the Japanese word for cute, and I have this gorgeous little kawaii deck, but I'm not quite ready to use it yet because the colors and all that's used in this deck have special significance. So I want to familiarize myself with it a little bit more before I actually use it. And I do absolutely. I send James little kawaii gifts and stuff on the phone. I absolutely love it. It is so cute and so fun. You know, just step beyond Hello Kitty and all that, but it is so cute and so fun. That first, so I'm not quite ready to use this deck. I want to go through it a bit more. But so, what messages does Spirit have for us this week? I'm using the Human Spirit Oracle for this, and it is the message around this Oracle deck is learning to reconnect. So, get the book out. Oh. Hi, Deborah Costro. It'll be hot. It will be hot, very hot. But it's much, much colder than normal. I mean, there's not very many mountain ranges in Western Australia. Not high enough for snow, but there is one small range down south, north of Albany, and the highest peak is called Bluff Knoll, and it usually gets a little light sprinkling of snow. Late July or August and early July, there was like much more snow than usual, several centimeters on Bluff Knoll. So, yeah. So we're going to be looking at ways to keep ourselves cool without necessarily relying on air conditioning, because we are horrible air conditioning fiends. We really are. So I think it's going to be open doors and pedestal fans until a certain time of day for us. Hi, Viviane. I'm just going to check something. They've just changed a couple of little things on. I'm still stuck down at 1,920 on my subscribers. I would really love to see 2,000. So if you want to recommend me for something, I should hop on some other people's channels as well. But yeah. And that I know will help. But yeah. So 3 cards for this coming week. What does Spirit have to say? What is the message for us all from Spirit about this coming week? One, 2, 3. Now we've got butterfly effect, commune within nature, and make a wish. Oh, it's beautiful, that make a wish card. It has a little Down syndrome person on it. What a lovely representation of people with such beautiful spirit. You know, it is so easy to fall in love with people with this condition. And it is so lovely to see that they are living longer and that so many of them are living life to their fullest. And yeah. So, butterfly effect. Well, we've all heard about the butterfly effect. A butterfly flaps its wings in South America, and there's a hurricane in London, or there's an earthquake somewhere. You know, it's the butterfly effect. It can also be about the other interpretation of it is that if we go back in time, in the time travel, if you step on a butterfly in the past, it could affect the future. So I'm not quite sure which this applies to, but I do imagine it applies to actions in some way. So the butterfly effect. What you do today can linger into your tomorrows. So very much your actions now can have an effect in the future. And perhaps someone else's tomorrow as well. It is like when someone says something negative you do and you carry it through your day and then pass that ick, I like that ick, onto somebody else. This is why it is important to think before you act. Remember, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. I love that they put that physics into it as well. That is they do go into this analogy about how if you're in a foul mood or but you can pass it on, and every time you pass it on, the poor butterfly gets more poop on its wings, and eventually the poop gets splattered on somebody else. It's actually quite a very oh, Baba girl, you got yourself caught. Well, you've got yourself uncaught now, have you? She was playing with the curtain and she got one of her paws caught. Yeah. Okay. But it's not always bad thing. It's not always a bad thing, this butterfly effect. Sometimes it's a way for you to make your mark, toss something wonderful into the day and see where it goes. So it says, just like glitter, and this is such a wonderful, it's very, very humorous. It says, oh, honey, make a difference, leave your mark. Toss something wonderful into the day and see where it goes. Just like glitter, in brackets. Did we cancel glitter yet? Fill your hands with twinkle, shine, and joy, and let it go into the wind and fly into the air. Let it touch as many people as possible. Isn't that so much better than slinging caca? When you are able to put beauty and share light, put out beauty and share light, it creates a butterfly effect of amazing karma, of smiles, and of pure magic. So it can be two ways. Yeah, be careful about what we do, especially if we're not feeling the best. If we're not feeling the best, people who are truly good do not want to spread that onto other people. So sometimes you just have to be a bit careful. But also, it is okay to spread your special sunshine around. I wish so much more people would. And this to me is also links directly to this lovely Make-A-Wish card, because the special sunshine that comes from cerebral palsy people is wonderful. It is like basking in a hug of sunshine. Anyway, the second card, so this was the butterfly effect for this one. So, take some care if you're not at your best. But also don't let anybody tell you it's you shouldn't spread love and joy, because you can. So but yeah, and the words you say can affect others. So that's why I don't wish bad on people. No matter how much I privately think, I think, well, I wish justice. Okay, in whatever form it takes for people who deserve it. Okay, the second card for this week is Commune with Nature. This is, to me, this is get back to your elemental self. I took my time this morning setting up. Australia. Hi, Grandma D. Hi, Aline. Hi, Pisces Greta. TK. You've changed your name again, haven't you? So many people are coming in to join. It's lovely to see. And I got back to basics and elements this morning because I took that extra time to prepare. Clear my surroundings a bit. I've still got some clearing to do. I've been in here a couple of months now, and of course, as you do, things just build up, crap everywhere. So I'm in the process of clearing that up out. Anyway, so commune with nature. Does a bear poop in the woods? I love these cards. They're so funny. Let's go on a hike and find out. Get off the phone and computer screens and take some time to connect with the natural world, aka nature. Now, this is really funny because here I am on a computer screen. I'm on computer screens so many days. I work on computers and all that. And I love to get out into the sunshine and even into the bit of wild and blustery world, but I very rarely do. So it's a bit of a, hey, kick up your pants. It's not that you don't want to, it's just that life overtakes you. And yeah. Yeah. Oh, and if I haven't said your name, it's just because I haven't seen it, okay? Even if it's flicked past things. So, yeah. Give ourselves a good kick in the pants. Next time my hubby says, let's go for a drive, let's get outside, I should say, yeah, not, I just want to sit here and watch television. Um, when we are constantly connected to our devices, we lose that primal connection to the natural order. Mother Nature has given us everything that we need, but as a society, we have turned to materialistic things and technology. That's one of the things I love about going on a cruise. We haven't been on one for several years now, but they want so much money just to hook up internet and all that. So what I do is I will say, okay, just to my very closest friends and family, I will be hooking up, get 24-hour access for one day to check in with people, you know, um, and just check emails, check in with people, and that. But otherwise, the phone is off. We don't use the internet. We just sit back, relax, enjoy the cruise. We enjoy the sea. We enjoy the sights and stuff, and we just enjoy that wonderful feeling of relaxation and just being out at sea. It's beautiful to me, and I love it. And I love going up and spending a couple of hours a day up on deck, and then just going and just sitting in a lounge and where I can see outside and things like that. So, Mother Nature has given us everything that we need, but as a society, we have turned to materialistic things and technology. When we get anxious or feel trapped, the first thing we say is, I need some air. Yet that's true, isn't it? I've got air just like 30 steps away. Well, even less, really, 10, 15. I can see outside from this window, and yeah. When our world becomes too much, we can find peace and solace in nature, and you so can. I love the beach. I love going to the beach. We love driving to the beach, even if we don't get out of the car because it's wet or raining, or during COVID, going for a drive down to the beach areas, sitting in the parking lot, winding down the windows and just smelling the fresh air and listening to the sounds, even though we didn't get out because of people and all. It just so recharged us, and it helped us keep sane during lockdown. Take time today to breathe in some fresh air, take in nature, and sit with your old friend Mother Nature. Take off your shoes. Unfortunately, if I take off my shoes and walk on grass barefoot, I get an allergic reaction nowadays. I'm allergic to nature. It's ridiculous, isn't it? How about you? Who else is allergic to nature? Anyway, but I still love the fresh air. So I go out, I keep things on my feet and stuff like that. Your worries will sink into the soil, and at least for a moment, you can breathe a little easier. Even sand, I find it just makes my feet itch and stuff, and I hate that because in the reverse, organic, no preservatives, no GMOs, gluten free. You've done the work. You're composting like a champ. Unfortunately, not. So why won't your friends jump on board? Sometimes you can be extreme. Sometimes we can be extreme without even realizing, especially when we are sharing something that we are passionate about and believe in. And maybe your friends are overwhelmed by all the information. Definitely felt that. So sometimes you just have to step back from pushing what you want onto other people, or what you feel is the right way onto other people. Um, the natural way is not always, it is great. But it's not always as simple as that for so many people. So bear that in mind, I guess. Now, the last card here is the beautiful one of Make-A-Wish. It is such a beautiful card. I am so in love with it. Hi, Aline. Oh, you joined my membership. I am definitely going to be stepping things up for that. Yeah, definitely. It's been a very interesting few months. It's been a very interesting year. So, Make-A-Wish. If wishes were dishes, boy, I would be that fine, fine china. Dandelion, fluff, wishbone, stars, birthdays, candles, and 1111. You name it, we wish on it. Do you believe deep in your core that wishes we make come true? Wishes granted are everyday joys, hopes, and dreams coming into fruition. Can you guys hear me okay? I just want to make sure. Give into the manifesting of your wishes. That is true. It's the same with luck. Luck isn't just, sometimes it is just random, but a lot of times it's because you've manifested it by doing the work. As children, we are eager to watch our wishes come true, fully giving into the possibility. When we put something out into the universe, it often has a way of coming back to us. The universe only wants what is best for us. It might not be exactly what we wanted or expected, but it is usually exactly what we need. So go ahead, make a wish on a shooting star, toss a penny in a fountain, and wish for whatever your heart desires with childlike wonder and belief. In the reverse, you believe in hard work and earning what you desire, and there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. And that's okay. And most likely, you have been taught by society. That's what you've been taught. The harder you work, the more your wishes come true. But today, we are taking a step out of that norm. We're challenging to find a dandelion, wish on a star. We are challenging you to find a dandelion, wish on a star, and let your wish go into the world to set it free. If you bottle them all up, how do you expect them to be seen or heard? How do you expect them to come to fruition? You cannot make all these wishes you bottled up come out alone. Let the universe aid you. Even if you are not expecting results, how wonderful it will be when it does come true. So that is the messages for this week from this wonderful set of oracle cards. It is the Human Spirit Oracle Learning to Recollect by Jenna Della Talia. And yeah, it's absolutely wonderful. So you've had to rejoin. Okay. Hi, Amanda Carroll. Welcome. Like I said, if I haven't said hello, it's just that I haven't seen your name. Okay, so I'll just scroll back through a little bit and see if I've missed anyone's name. Nope. Oh, I am doing single card reads today from the wonderful new deck Daily Tarot. This is a guide to navigating life with gratitude and kindness. Always a good way to go through life. Now, who wants me to read on what? Let's have a look at Well, I've been away for a couple of weeks, so let's have a look at what is happening with Donald Trump with this superseding indictment, which brings a property manager into it. Hubby was going, oh, why are they picking on a gardener and all that? Well, I've got a few more facts now, and I can tell him why they're picking on a gardener, as he thinks he is. Yeah. But anyway, hi, Maura. It's lovely to see you. Haven't seen you for a little while. So let's have a look at what does this secondary indictment mean for Trump? Now, there's De Oliveira and Nada, who's the other guy who was named previously. Let's have a look. Will one of them flip? Because now they've got two people to work against the other. Now, but first, what does it mean for Trump? Look at this. Anxiety. But he's like, I can handle this. He's lying to himself, basically. Every time he opens his mouth and says something, he is a self-fulfilling prophecy. The Long Island series. I'll have a look at that too. So he is a self-fulfilling prophecy, and that is going to become more and more evident as time goes on. Oh my goodness, the challenge for him is getting away with the stuff that he used to get away with. Buying silences. Obstruction of justice can often be more severe. The punishment for that can often be more severe than for the crime. Up to 20 years in jail. So the challenge for Trump is going to be getting away with things and avoiding facing the consequences of his behavior, basically. The advice: have a good think, step back, look at the whole picture, buddy. Take a really good look, because there's only two ways this can go, and none of them are really good for him, because one of those, there's no getting away with it scot-free. And either way, it's isolation and separation. So step back and have a good look. Your creativity is, I feel like they're running out of avenues. One of the things they're doing apparently is that saying that De Oliveira, the latest defendant, cannot find a lawyer in the state of Florida, and that's just a delaying tactic. So, yeah. Hi. Oh, yeah, Sherry. Shelby Lisa, hello. Do I see Trump in a facility? I'll have a look at that too. Okay. And that is one of the ways this can go, either jail or a facility. What's at the base of this? Dirty work. Dirty work. Conspiracy, conspiring with others to avoid justice and to pervert the course of justice. That is what is, and what is going to be the outcome of all of this. Oh, the cup's going to come off. The Queen of Cups. The lid's off this chalice. I do feel like also medicine. The Queen is often to me a healer, a deliverer of medicine. Hi, Jennifer Barnes. Mm-hmm. Having to face up to justice. Bubba Girl is deciding to walk all over everything. Being shown for the corrupt head of a snake, basically. And judgment. Hey, sweetheart. Do you want some nummies? Hi, Jennifer Barnes. Oh, just got a little tummy. So, Long Island serial killer. God, highest truth and compassion. Using a protective energy. Can you please help me? Will the Long Island serial killer be caught? I'm getting yes. They haven't quite got there. I feel like he's on the periphery of their investigation, but not where their focus is at the moment. But I feel that yes, he will come into focus and they will get him. Okay. Do I see Trump in a facility? Will Trump end up in a facility? We'll go, not a jail. Taking away jail if Trump does not, given Trump does not go to jail, will he end up in a facility? Huh. You've actually got the angel of light and mercy there. So no. Or if he does, it won't be for long. This is the Lovers card, and it is a yes card, but I feel like assessment. He's certainly going to end up there for assessment. So he's certainly going to be assessed. Perhaps the angel of light and mercy could be the kindest way to deal with the next president. Hi, crazy cat lady Farley. How are you? Lovely to see you. Hanged man in limbo. You know, possibly, yeah, I think he could possibly end up in a facility of some sort, medical facility. I don't think anyone would buy into that plea. It could be that that's his only real escape. You saw Roger Stone. They already arrested someone for 4 murders. Really? Okay. Well, I just feel like on the periphery they need to look wider. So it might be more than one person. I don't know. I don't really like going into that energy, but so. So yeah, Trump could end up in a facility. It's the only way he can avoid. That'll be his only option. Roger Stone, will Roger Stone go to jail for any involvement in 1/6? Or will he be indicted? Ooh, they actually have quite a bit of strength there. This is a big yes card, and they've got quite a strong case for some involvement. So it's definitely going to be indicted. Mm, his involvement, yeah. There's going to be 10 different counts, I think, possibly. But he's definitely heading for the long dark night of the soul. He really, really needs to be aware. Yeah, the truth will come out about that. So, yeah, I do think that they do have some cause to indict him, and they have a good solid case. But I think they might be more minor indictments rather than huge ones, if you know what I mean. Just these people will face justice. What form that takes, it's not up to me or anybody else to decide. But I do feel like there might be some legal justice there for him with that Ace of Swords. So he will face justice in the eyes of the law. So, yeah. Who else has a question? Anyone else has a question? And before I go on, hello to all my lovely lurkers and hello to everyone who watches this video later. I do appreciate that you take the time to press on my videos and watch them and my live streams. And I hope that life is treating you well and that you are in a good place within yourself. We all want to be in a good place within ourselves. So that's, yep. Okay. So is the person they arrested for the Long Island murders, for 4 murders, is he, I don't really like reading on these things, but is he the only person involved? Ooh, this is dissatisfaction. Dissatisfaction with, I think they might be finding it a bit hard to prove, to bring up enough of a case to satisfy the district attorney or whatever. So there is doubt there. There is big doubt there that they've got the right person. So, yeah. Okay, who else has got a question? Oh, okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Crazy Cat Lady Farley. That is a lovely compliment. Thank you. Will one of these guys, De Oliveira or Nada, I think his last name's Nada, flip on President Trump? Because now they've got two people there that they can play off against the other. And as they said on the story earlier, if there's somebody else there and they do a deal first, you coming second to the table to do a deal is not going to really do you much good. So will one of these guys, Nada or De Oliveira, flip on Trump? Oh, there is definitely an element of dissatisfaction and doubt now. They're not looking there yet. That doesn't mean that's been dismissed. One of them is definitely going to take the opportunity to break away from the shackles. So one of them will flip. Will it be De Oliveira? Ooh, I think he is going to move very swiftly. He doesn't want to go to jail for 20 years for obstruction of justice. He's going to move really, really swiftly. This business about not being able to get a lawyer who's admitted to the bar in Florida is just ridiculous. They say if you are unable to get a lawyer, one will be appointed to you. And they'll just say, well, we'll just get a court-appointed one for you. So I feel like he might be. What about the other guy, Nada, the other co-defendant? No, I feel like this is respect for the past, respect for upbringing. In this case, no, I don't think he will flip. I do think that this latest defendant in the superseding indictment could flip, and quite quickly too. And it will be big news. Hi, new Grandma. What is Ivanka thinking right now? Interesting question. Let's have a look. What is Ivanka thinking right now? What is Ivanka thinking right now? God, the highest truth and compassion. The Hangman. Five of Wands. She's got 3 reversed cards here. The Hangman reversed. Has it all been for nothing? Has it all been for nothing? This is a big thing. She's in a real crisis. Everything she did, everything she tried to do, even when she tried to do good, which, you know, depending on it, it feels like it's all been for nothing. Then the Eight of Wands reversed. It feels like every day is just endless, and she's being hit constantly by image and message after image and message and papers and communications. And yeah, everybody wants a piece of her, and her days are just dragging by. And yeah, and then the Five of Wands, the strife. Is there a way out? And this is reversed, so this is wait. Is there a way out of this conundrum? I think she might be feeling like she might be able to start to see a way out of things, the conflict. So that is what I'm getting of what Ivanka is thinking right now. Yeah. Anyone else got a question? I will be back for my members to a members only live tomorrow morning at 8:30 my time, which is 8:30 Eastern time, 8:30 p.m. Saturday Eastern time in the US, because you have daylight saving, which means you're now 12 hours ahead of me, behind me, instead of the normal 13. So so members can join me for that. Okay. Okay, who's got another question? I just thought, let's have a look at Donald Trump Jr. Donald Trump Jr., what is ahead for him? The Hierophant, but it is reversed. It hasn't learnt anything. He hasn't learnt anything. And this is a major card about learning, about doctrine, about not just following directly, but thinking outside of the box. But he deliberately put himself outside of that box. It's like he had that moment. They all have moments where the decision they make determines their future. And yeah, he hasn't learned any lessons from his past mistakes. And there have been some big lessons there, but he has either not learnt them or just chosen to ignore them. Hi, Rose Blue. Hi, Celtic Seer. Looking at Donald Trump Jr. now. What is the challenge for him? The Nine of Wands, strength, but it is reversed. He is essentially a very weak person who is that one chance he let himself be overrode earlier when he wanted to join the Navy and Daddy said, I will cut you off. He wasn't strong enough back then to say, well, cut me off. I'm going to serve my country. And that Daddy wouldn't be pleased. He has no core strength of his own. And that is a huge challenge. It's going to be a huge challenge for him in the future. What is the advice for him? Six of Cups, pleasure. But this is the advice here is stop wallowing in your own excess and your own pleasure. And also, if you want to learn from your past mistakes, buddy, but of course, that Hierophant, no. Look back at your past and be humble about some of the decisions you've made. See where you could have been a better person. Will he take this advice? Probably not. What is that? These cards are all coming out reversed, but this isn't just a deck full of reversals. So it's a mixed deck. So so what is at the base of this reading for Donald Trump Jr.? The Nine of Discs, gain. He cannot gain anything on his own. He doesn't. Here we go back to this strength, this lack of strength. He needs Daddy to gain any sense of self-worth to keep paying for his lifestyle. Thank you, Celtic Seer. And the result, the outcome for him is basically a lesson in humility. Victorious outcome for him. There are upright cards in this deck. I just haven't found any yet. The Princess of Swords. This is definitely someone close to him is going to betray him, is going to disappoint him. I feel like that could possibly be Kimberly. There. The Four of Cups upside down. Things cannot stay as they are. You cannot live in the lap of luxury forever. Things cannot stay as they are. And one more. The Ten of Discs, wealth, all of it, everything is reversed. Yeah, there are upright cards in this deck. He's just not got any of them out of the whole 8. This is family falling apart, that wealth, that generational wealth, it's going. Look, see, there are upright cards in this deck. Yeah. Look, 10 of Cups, the Moon, the Emperor. But yeah, he got all of these negative cards, and it's all about his own weakness. He has, as his father once famously said, he's going to be going through some stuff. Shelby, how's your mum? I hope she's going well. Eric, let's have a look at Eric. And let's just try and bring a few more uprights in. Who is the mayoral candidate, Jennifer Barnes? Oh, that's good. And where is he? Eric. Let's have a look at Eric. We'll leave Tiffany and Baron alone. I feel like Tiffany's trying to distance herself, but very quietly in the background. Okay, Eric is just confusion. What? How did this happen? And he's not handling it well. It's got debauch here, debauchery. He's not handling it well. His challenge is seeing his way through this so he can hold his head up high. The advice for him, 10 of Death, expect, his brother got this, just to expect everything within that branch of the family to collapse in on itself. Chris Perry in Ironton, Ohio. I will have a look at Chris Perry's run in a few minutes. Okay. Okay. What is at the base of this reading for Eric Trump? The Four of Wands. It's got completion. This is as good as it's going to get for Eric. This is as good as it's going to get for Eric. It's sad to send, or he seems to feel, is this as good as it's going to get? So he's negative thinking. It's going to be complete. I'm getting a really, really sad vibe about Eric. What are the outcomes here? At the top, Three of Wands reversed, virtue. All of his actions where he could have made better choices, all of his decisions where he could have made better choices, the result of that will come back to him. The benefits will not be there. Oh, I pulled 2 cards. The Devil. He does have a chance to free himself of the devil of his family. The Hermit. And he might do that by isolation. Going into hiding, isolating himself completely. So everything's been a minor arcana until these last 2 cards. It's like he wants to just, he doesn't want to, leave the realm, but he does want to just be left alone. And the Aeon, Judgment, he wants to, he's scared of judgment. It's like he's woken up a bit too late. His loyalty is going to be his downfall, despite the fact that he wants to just be left alone. He is going to have to face justice, as is other people. But unfortunately, I get a really, really sad feeling. That doesn't mean I think he's going to do anything to himself, but I just feel like this deep sadness within him and regret. Not that he made the wrong decisions, which he did. He doesn't regret making those decisions, but regret that they didn't turn out like he wanted them to. They didn't bring in the riches and the rewards he wanted them to. So it's very much a bit of self-pity, poor little me, but a deep sadness that's really going to come. I feel like he's going to end up isolated. Whether it's a justified sadness or not, well. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I just had last weekend. I went home from work early on the Thursday before because of severe cluster headache, migraine, whatever it was. Got home by midday and 12:30, whatever, and slept the entire afternoon. And then I normally work from home on Friday, so I was able to work from home. But I was in a fog for Saturday and Sunday. Just took me a couple of days to recover. Yeah. Okay, so let's have a look at Chris. Thank you. Chris Perry is running for the mayor of Ironton, Ohio. Will he win? Jennifer Barnes is working on his campaign. Good on you for getting out there and doing that. Let's have a look. What will be the outcome for Chris Perry in his race for mayor of Ironton, Ohio? I feel like he must be a very good person, otherwise you would not be putting so much energy into him. The Empress, he has a very, very good future. It's a future full of possibilities. I feel like this is just the start for him. We've got the Seven of Rods. It's reversed. So standing up for what he believes in is hard. And I feel like sometimes he has some self-doubt. Is it worth it? But this Empress card is such a good card for him that it's sort of, yeah. So he has moments of doubt. That's a challenge for him of self-doubt. Is it worth it? Is it worth standing up and doing it? So definitely being a cheerleader for him is good. What's the advice for Chris with his run for mayor? Energy. Really, really build up his energy. Get out there. Because the self-doubt saps his energy sometimes. So it came out this way. So the advice for him is to really conquer that self-doubt, because it will sap his energy and he needs to do that. At the base of this reading, okay, it's the Three of Swords, but it's reversed. So this is like he felt this constant betrayal by others who should be for the public could not continue. So this is why the Empress is so important here. Yes, he has his self-doubts about, is it worth it? And yes, it can sap his energy, so he's got to find a way to build up on that. But he knows this cannot continue. The community has to move on. I have to move on. And by moving on, by standing up there and saying, no, this is not good enough, I will do more, despite his maybe just self-doubt in himself. People see a much stronger person than he sees, I think. It's so important. I'd like to say that it's going to be a sure thing, but we've got the Three of Rods here. It's reversed. Maybe not this time. But let's have a look. There's still 3 more cards to go in this reading. It might seem at first like it didn't pay off. The effort didn't pay off. But I feel like patience is needed. Queen of Swords. 6 of Swords. It's not his time yet. But Judgment. People waking up. I feel like it's going to be a battle. I feel like it's going to be a battle and a hard race. And there will be times when he's feeling like it's not his time yet. And it's going to be, really rough. But Judgment is not against him. So there's lots of reversals here, but the 2 cards that aren't reversed are really powerful cards. So he can overcome any difficulties. He needs to believe in himself a bit more. Okay? Because the possibilities for him, if he overcomes those self-doubts, are just so much. And people will wake up to, I do feel like it's going to be a really hard fight. And at times he might feel I can't do it anymore. Everything seems to be against me. But then this great big finishing card, people waking up, is a good sign for him. And other people see him so much stronger than he sees himself. Do not give up is the message I get. And you know what? Even if he does not make it this time, he go back and try again, and he will. That's what I feel. It is a tight race. He has a sick mum. Thank you. Okay. And you know what? He should know. He should know that no matter what the outcome, he will be in there in the fight again. Perhaps, as I said with this, when I saw this card, it might not quite be his time, but we'll see. We'll see. Let him know he's not alone in the fight, because it's more than just the fight for the mayoral race. It's with his mum being sick and, having to battle his own internal demons. Let him know he's not alone. I do feel like he will get there, if not this time, next time. Okay? Tell him not to give up and be patient. Rose Blue said, Deborah Costro. Will Lucas Kuntz win Josh Hawley's seat in 2024? Missouri can't survive another term with Hawley. I take it Lucas Kuntz is the unfortunate name. Well, Lucas Kuntz. I take it he's a Democrat. Will Lucas Kuntz win Josh Hawley's Senate seat in 2024? Let's have a look. I just got going through my head, Missouri is looking to break out. So that's not necessarily, not break away, but break out. Break the chains, break out of the chains, or whatever. That went through my head. Oh, sweetheart. Don't undertake. The energy you bring to it does make a difference, okay? Okay, Lucas Kuntz running for Josh Hawley's Senate seat in 2024. Will he win? He is grasping this opportunity. He is determined. Look at the set of this person's face here. Determination to grasp this opportunity. He can be lacking a little bit in inspiration. So that's a bit of a challenge for him, and in inspiring, but it's a page. So he's got some lessons to learn on inspiring people. So he's got lots of time to do that. And that's a challenge for him. The advice. Bring that energy. Because he maybe not always the most inspiring of people, but he has a lot of energy, and bring that energy with him and move quick on opportunities. At the base of this reading, the base of this reading is a need to, he sees this race as stop the hoarding, stop people from using. He went into this because he felt that people are using these positions to secure themselves at the cost of the security of others. He is a true believer. I think he needs to lighten up a little bit. That's all. He's very, very serious. What's the outcome here for 2020? Oh, this is a very good outcome for him. He can win this. He can manifest this. Okay? He can win this. More than capable of juggling all the aspects of life as a senator. He has the ability to control very, very good future. Very, very good. This is the Ten of Cups. Normally I would see this as a Republican card, but in this case it is just fulfillment, not just for himself, but for his wishes for his family. And not just his family, but for other families as well. Other families, I feel like he's very grateful for what he has, and this constant stream of consciousness, which is represented by the river there, the water, is there, that he wants what he's been able to achieve for himself and his family. He wants other people to have that opportunity as well. I've got the Knave of Swords. Make sure everything's double checked. Okay? There might be just demand a recount if he needs to. But I honestly don't think he will need to. But I do think Hawley will try and cheat, but it's not going to work. I do think he will achieve that. So I do think Kunz might actually defeat Josh Hawley or whoever is running in the seat. So good luck with that. Okay. Oh, okay. So time's gone pretty quickly. So I'm going to do some single card reads now. I'd love to just stay here for hours doing them, but I'm only going to do 5. So the first, it's just that time has flown very quickly. So if you want, it's first in, first served, single card read. Put your hand up now or say card please if you want a single card read. I might do a few more. We'll see. So I'm going to do a countdown, okay? 20, 19. If you want a card, you'll have to say card please by the time I finish counting down. 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I've only got 3 people put their hand up, so if another couple of people want to put their hand up, it's going to be first in, first served. So if you want a card, get in quick. So I've got Celtic Sear, Shelby Lisa, Jennifer Barnes, Sherry French. Anyone else? Oh, no, I've already got you down, Jennifer. That's all right. Okay, so Celtic Seer. Now I'm using the new deck I got, the Daily Tarot. It's wonderful. Hi, Yvonne White. I'm just in a countdown for people who want a card. So if you want a card, now is a good time to put your hand up. Okay. Celtic Seer. Guides of the Host. The Knight of Swords. I speak my truth, but always respect the truths of others. This is very much about you, Celtics here. Charging in, speaking your truth and respecting the truth of others is good. So Yvonne White. Okay. Sherry French, I've got you down for a card. Yvonne White, I've got you down for a card. Just bear in mind that sometimes when you speak your truth, be careful in the way you do that. Don't barge in and just say it. Put some thought to it. Hi, Robin Blank. So, yeah, sometimes but in respecting the truth of others, that is a good way to approach it. But sometimes just be careful in the way you express that truth, okay? Be aware that what is your truth, no matter how right it is, diplomacy could impact on others in a negative way. So you don't want to hurt others in expressing your truth. People who say, I just call it like it is, you can, but be careful when and how you do that. Sherry French, I've got you down for a card. Okay, you don't have to. Okay. If anyone else wants a card, now is a good time to say card, please. Shelby Lisa. The High Priestess. I trust the authentic insights of my intuition. Very true. Very true. You are very tuned in. And you're very wise. I get that, and I'm Macedo, that sometimes it's a little bit hard for you to do that. Can I be right this often? You can. Do repeat this. I trust the authentic insights of my intuition. Okay, because sometimes I think you maybe get a little bit freaked out by it, but trust it. Okay, like heart beating a little bit freaked out. Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to accept. I've got Jennifer Barnes, Sherry French, Yvonne White, and Anna Mikado down for cards. So I'm not going to accept any more cards, any more things now for cards, requests for cards now. So Jennifer Barnes, and it's okay for you to ask for a card as well. Six of Swords. I am ready to move forward and leave behind what does not serve me. That is so true. And this is one of the reasons you got involved in this campaign. To move forward, to say, I can sit and moan and groan, or I can get out there and be involved. And this is an opportunity for me to do that. And if not, well, now when? So you are moving forward. It is in your way of moving forward and leaving behind those things that do not serve you, to be there to help others, to help in a campaign. You're doing a wonderful thing, and it is help propelling you towards the light. This is actually quite good, a good card too for the campaign, because even when it seems very tough, there's still light at the end of the tunnel. So yeah. Thank you, Celtic. I don't get them very often, so, and I never used to have to be in a fog for several days afterwards. It was usually over and gone within 48 hours. But yeah, just as you get older, so do other things. Some things get stronger. Okay, so that's Jennifer. Sherry French. Six of Pentacles. I am grateful for the gifts and blessings I have received. Things have worked out much more balanced for you than you realize. And take a step back and repeat that mantra. I am grateful for the gifts and blessings I have received. And you will see the true value of how things have worked out for you. And it's not always material gifts and blessings. Gifts and blessings can be the gifts of family and love and help. So appreciation of these things is really, really important. Because it will become evident how much more balanced things are for you now than they were previously. Okay, Sherry French. Yvonne White. Oh, so you do freak out. Okay. Yvonne White, Three of Swords. I am in charge of how I feel today. Isn't that a really interesting take on the Three of Swords? Other people might want to bring you down, but you are in charge of how you feel. Don't let other people tell you that you should be feeling sad, that you should be feeling broken, that you should be feeling betrayed. Those are your decisions to make. And if you don't think that those feelings serve you, you don't have to have them. Don't let other people tell you that you should be negative about whatever it is that is going on in your life at the moment. You make those decisions. And by you making the decisions not to feel those things, you will be able to move on from whatever situation is happening on that day or in that time period in a much healthier way. Okay, and Anna Mikado. I hope that rings a bell with you, Yvonne. So. The Five of Pentacles. I have the inner strength to overcome adversity. These are great cards. And this is so true, Anna. You might sometimes feel self-doubt and feel, oh my God, why is everything being shut away from me? Why have I been closed out from everything? Maybe because you don't really need those things to overcome the adversity. Yes, things might be easier with this or things might be easier with that, but you are still strong enough to overcome whatever obstacles or challenges are thrown in your way. There is always another opening into a closed space, if that makes sense. Just because you can't necessarily see it doesn't mean it's not there. It could just be around the corner. You are so much stronger than you believe yourself to be. You have more than enough integrity and belief to do what needs to be done. Trust yourself and trust your inner strength. Okay, Anna? There you go. Anyway, my darlings, that is it for today. As I said, if you are a member, I will be doing a members only live tomorrow morning at 8:30 my time, which is currently 8:30 p.m. Eastern time and 5:30 p.m. Pacific time. They're usually half an hour, 45 minutes long. So thank you again for joining me. I absolutely love and adore you all. Thank you for all the wonderful wishes and the emails of support I got from people and messages of support. You know, sometimes we just need to take a step back and look after ourselves for a bit. And I just needed to do that last weekend. Yeah, you can't really do much when your brain is a fog. Anyway, I love you all so much. Stay safe, stay happy, stay loving, stay strong, and above all, stay laughing and embrace chaos, my darling. Chaos can be a wonderful thing, my darlings. It really can. Love you. Bye-bye.